Hi everyone, it's Vershi again. Today I'm continue with the IELTS speaking practice challenge, day 3, the third day already. So if you happen to watch this video, probably this kind of the type of the video is benefited more for me than for everyone in terms of practicing. But if you want to look at samples answers of speaking test, that probably you can get a band 6. So this is a sample. I'm aiming for band 7 and higher, and so here I taking a challenge for myself, 21 day continuously, and today is the third day. So I already got a question on my hand on my phone. So for part 1, there's a few questions relating to computers and reading. First question, do you use computers very much? I would say I use very often, like on daily basis, because I work with computers, and when I go home I also use computer for studying. So most of the time of the day I will be in front of the computer. Alright, the next question is, what do you use computers for? So as you know that for the answer above, I already mentioned the purpose of using computers. So going for more detail in the work that I use with computers, I can use emails to contact with customers, joining Zoom to have a conference with our internal partners or external partners, and there are a lot of research that can be done much better in front of the big screens of the computers rather than using the phone. So that's the main reason for using computers. The third question, do you think computers are good or bad for children, and why? I think computers is just a tool for us to gain more productivity, and it depends on what purpose that you use the computers for. It will turn up bad or good in that kind of purposes. So if you use computers a lot for gaming, and then maybe it's get the children to be addicted to this type of habit and not so good activities that will affect their academic performance or their visual clarity, something like that, then it's really bad for the children. But if they use that for educational purposes, I think it's a great tool, great equipment to research and learn more about stuff. Alright, next question. What kind of things do you like to read? I loved reading books, but I cannot stay for manage a lot of times to read books. So nowadays I change from reading to book audio, so that I can do multitask while running or do jogging. I can listen to books. So this is my new habit of reading book through sound. Alright, through audio. So the next question, why do some people dislike reading? So this is a type of question that dig deeper into my answer on the above on my response. So the reason that most people dislike reading because it it may be like they cannot have a lot of patience sitting down for some time and staring at the words. For me, I one of the type of the person that do not like to stare at the words for so long. It make your eyes get tired and want to go to sleep. So that's the main reason of dislike reading. But the contents of the books is very useful. So audio books is the new types of revolution for the people like us. Next question, the last question for part 1. What is the purpose of reading? So, of course, books is or newspaper or things give you the information and the knowledge that is really useful for people to gain some skills, to gain some experience. Usually, books are the experience and the summary of somebody's work life. They work for whole life to give this precise, comprehensive type of content that is very useful for readers. And reading books and reading any type of research and useful content will help readers to gain a lot of experience without actually have to put in the actual action. Okay, now we moving to part 2. This part we have 1 minute of preparation to note through note and 2 minutes to describe. Alright, so the question is, describe a famous person not from your own country. You should say who the person is, where he or she does, and what is special about him or her. Okay, for the practice of quick response, I will answer this question right away because actually recently I watched this guy from YouTube. He's a king of productivity, I would say. He just recently established a book by himself to help people to gain to improve productivity. So his name is Ali from YouTube. That's a lot of people might already know about him. And I came across him while I browsing for ways to do startup to my own business, try to become freelancer, or try to find the most suitable path for my future. So he got a lot of tips of knowledge of really useful advice that I gained from watching those videos. And the thing that really stands out from the other YouTubers, I think, is because his way of sharing knowledge is very comprehensive and precise, and also really detailed step by step on what you need to do to be able to do that type of stuff, to improve, to have a self-development. So that's why I mentioned this kind of famous person to you. Alright, moving to part 3. So this will dig deeper in the topic of part 2. Discuss about become famous. So the question is something like this. What kind of person do you think can become famous? So when I'm thinking about famous people the image of singers, of actors, actresses, of politics, of a super wealthy person come up in the top of my mind. So the common factors about these people are their success in their own field. They are top of their field. So the first element to become famous is you have to be top and first of your field. And to do so, I think this type of person need a lot of dedication, hard work, and they must have a clear goal in their mind, and they are consistent of following that goal to achieve their path. So yeah, those are the factors that I think will make someone to become success and eventually become famous. Okay, next question. What are the advantages of being famous? There's a lot of advantages of being famous. As you know, today's world is a world of influencers, and we see that a lot of commercials activities are channeling through these type of influencers because of their famousness, something like that. The nouns are famous. I forgot what the words, but yeah. So famous give you the fame, the big audience, so that you can market, advertising, products, services through your channels, and by doing so you gain a lot of money. So that is one way of advantages of being famous. The second is that if you want to convey some important message, being famous kind of give you a fighting edge, advantaging an edge for doing so. And okay, so moving up to question about famous people and society. First question: how do you think famous people can contribute to the society? I think famous people can do a lot of things, bad and good, and I hope that they can do good things. So I think that by being famous, you have the advantage of reaching to mass number of audience. So it's easy to you to do some good thing like raise awareness for example, global warming, for charity, for donation, for helping people getting better health. Yeah, so all of this is like you convey, you influence people to do good things easier than non-famous people. Okay. So what are people's next question? What are people's attitudes towards famous people? So it depends on who is the famous people. Some people famous in the way that give the mass audience a lot of inspiration. But the others famous people, they gain through entertainment in a bad way, in the negative way, and they also can become famous. So these two group of famous people give audience different attitudes towards them. For easier to image, I would call the bad guys angel and the good guy angels and the bad guys evils. So for the angels famous people, a lot of people gratitude, felt grateful for the words that they done, and most of them is a source of motivation for them to become better in their life. On the other hand, for the evil type of famous people, people will say a lot of bad things about these type of famous people, but because of a lot of people doing that, they become famous. So that's I think the common attitudes of people in general towards this type of famous people. And the last question for the day: what is your opinion about the fact that famous people advertise? So I have to come back to the previous response about evil and angel. And for the angels people, usually they do care a lot about what type of advertising they would take part. Not all sponsorships they will sign, because they money is not their like utmost goal in their life, and they want to do good thing, that's something that valuable to themselves and also valuable to the audience that love them, and they have a responsibility of like whatever they advertise will have some type of values that is meaningful and useful, and nothing that is like a scam or something bad for their fan. So they do care a lot about advertisement, and for this type of advertisement with this type of angel famous people, actually is a good thing, because they are the first like layer filter before the product or service become aware to the public. On the other hand, for the devil, they will do anything, and because money usually their utmost target in life, so they might choose products or service that really not so great, and just take the money and do the advertisement online, and people might get a not so good and bad products or service afterwards about these advertisements. So yeah, these are my opinions about famous people advertisement. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Bye bye, see you next video.